Hey, spuddies! PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Meme About in Civilization 6. Now, we're coming up on the winning condition here. We have managed to get the rocketry technology one turn away from finishing, and so we will almost certainly be going for rocketry into something like, where is it? Over here somewhere. Into the moon landing. So we will be launching the Earth satellite, the moon landing, and then we will be going for the we'll think about that after we get there. We're thinking too far ahead of ourselves, I think. So we have a settler here. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with them, but I'm going to kill some of these missionaries as I move along, although this guy's about to get shot by that and die probably, which, you know, what am I going to do about it? I don't care. I don't really care. Looks like China's settled all the way down here, which is bonkers. That song is actually really great. I was watching the Rick and Morty Season 2 trailer, and they had that bonkers song, and that is actually one of my favorite songs of all time. And it's not even because I think it's like a good song, it's just so well constructed to be catchy. And that's what I love about it. I love it. A lot of people give shit for songs to be catchy. It's like, oh, look at them, they're popular songs. It's like, whatever, dude. Like, people like the music, man. Just fuck you. Let people enjoy themselves, you know? I think there's like this really big snobbery. Music snobbery is like a thing that I think most people grow out of. But the people who don't grow out of it are like some of the most fucking obnoxious people you will ever encounter in your entire life. Because even when you're like young, when you're like a teenager, right? And it's like, let's say I like metal music, but I also like other stuff. Like I used to listen to like 80s music and metal. Like, yeah, try to figure that one out. I like metal. I like listen to like super heavy metal. But I also like, you know, like Blondie from the 80s and stuff. And, you know, there's always that like, what are you, gay kind of moment that people would always have when I would like put songs on and stuff like that. And it's like, dude, whatever, man. I'm just having a good time, okay? Let me listen to what I want to listen to. And you can listen to what you want to listen to, and if you want to be shitty about it, go ahead and be shitty about it, but don't make that my business, okay? I'm just here to enjoy myself. I'm here to have a good time. Alright, I'm not hurting anybody by listening to this music. Well, maybe I am. Who knows? Maybe I'm hurting some people's ears. But yeah, like, it was just like, whatever, man. Like, just let me do me. Alright? You do you. I do me. No need for confrontation. No need for bullying. No need to be a mean boy. Can I actually steal a tile from somewhere? I'm going to steal this farm over here from my spaceport. Because I feel like that's a better tile to use. Yeah, dude. But like, especially in like metal circles, holy shit. Some people, when it came to like, even within genres, dude, if you listen to like the wrong metal band around certain people, it was like, damn, dude. Damn. Those people hated your guts because you listened to the wrong metal. And it's like, dude, it's all metal, man. It's all gravy. Don't even worry about it, alright? Like, don't... And I'm sure it's the same with other genres. Like, I guarantee, like, if you listen to a particular... You know, if you're big into the rap scene and you listen to a particular rapper over another one, it's like, well, fuck you, man. You listen to this. It's like, whatever. Look, man. Nobody cares. This has no meaning. This has no meaning outside of what you're making of it. So, just chill out, enjoy the music. And don't be a dickhead. Anyway, let's get back into the game. So I want to, I'm trying to kind of figure out, I want banks. I think certain buildings are definitely worth building at this point in the game. Although there's not really many turns left in the game, so certain buildings might not be worth it. So it might actually be worth it here if I go and look at some of these things. Like, it might be worth it to just start working these like great engineer, great merchant, and great scientist projects. I think I'm going to pick up a stock exchange. 14 gold is actually a decent amount, and I don't think you can really turn your nose up at that. I'm going to purchase another tile for this builder to work. I have a weird relationship with music. And it's not that... How do I describe this in a reasonable way? Because it's not like I just stole a mountain from another city. Now, when I say I have a weird relationship with music, I don't mean like I like weird music or something. Well, I do like weird music, but for me, I feel like a lot of people and I could be very much so generalizing here and being unfair to people, right? But I feel like a lot of people, there's sort of, and this could be true of me and I'm just not self-aware enough to realize it, but I think a lot of people, they just kind of listen passively to music, right? There's like this passive element to the enjoyment of music where it's not that, it's just like background noise, right? It's just like background noise. But for me, my personal relationship with music is it's very, very much so, I listen to very specific types of music. Like, there might be a band, okay, that you love or whatever, and you tell me to listen to them, and I might listen to their entire catalog, but I might only find like 2 songs in that band's entire like breadth of work that I actually enjoy. And those are the 2 songs that I won't listen to their other stuff. I'll do like those 2 songs are the ones that speak to me, and those are the ones that go into my playlist, and they stay there. And that'll never change. Those songs will never leave that playlist because there's just something about the lyrics and the music and the whatever that speaks to me on a very personal level that these other songs didn't quite manage. Food surplus here is pretty good. I do want more of a food surplus though, so I might even kill some of these quarries for more farms. So I'm going to kill this quarry and I might kill this mine too. Even though it hurts my, my industrial hub there, that's not a big deal. Yeah, I'm not even sure how I describe this idea that I have in my head of how I want to describe my relationship with music. Like, it's like, for me, the lyrics of a song are almost irrelevant, right? For me, it's the emotion of the voice of the song, which is really weird though, because I don't actually enjoy classical music that much when that's like, you know, half the time you can't even understand what they're singing because they're like singing in Latin or some other language, but I don't understand like classical operatic music, or at least I haven't yet. I haven't heard any that speaks to me, right? But for me, it's the words aren't important. Like, the actual meanings behind the words and the things that are being said, that's like, I'm like, this is really weird because I've noticed this is how I contrast from other people, right? A lot of people, the words are all they hear. Like, that's all they hear. Whereas me, I hear, like, all I hear is like the drum beat, the lyric, not the lyrics, but like the melody, the tone, and the everything and the emotion of it. Like, that's what I hear. But I feel like a lot of people, the lyrics matter way more than any sort of emphasis that I put on them. Like, the lyrics are almost irrelevant to me. That's how I would maybe put it. No, I don't want to say irrelevant because I feel like I'm being a bit extreme there, but you kind of get where I'm coming from. They're not important enough for me to give a shit. Like, actively give a shit. I'm gonna pick up a stock exchange here. Yeah, but I'm always curious about how other people feel about this, because I wonder, am I the only one who thinks like this? Am I the only one who sees, like, who hears lyrics and I'm like, yeah, no, that's not really, it's like, yeah, that's cool and all, but I don't really super care at all about that thing that you're singing about, because I can't relate to you. And I think that's part of it. I think, let me get this straight in my head, okay? I think what it is that I think lyrics are very specific, right? So, you know, some dude singing about, you know, I don't know, fuck hoes, bitches, get money, whatever, that sort of thing. That sort of like lyrical variation, or even just something as simple as like, you know, I went to the shop and I fucking did this sort of thing. I think that has like these sort of, what's the word? Mundane expressions of reality, okay? Because because there's multiple layers of how to express reality, right? But these sort of mundane, nitty-gritty details of reality are like, she flicked her hair, blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, okay, I don't care about this sort of thing. Or don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to like rag on rap music. I love like rap music and stuff like that, but it's for me, I feel like it's when the specifics, it's not about the specifics of the expression, it's about this abstraction where you come up a layer from what actually happened, and what you're doing is you're describing an experience in an abstract way. Like, what was that Doors song? You know, people are strange when you're a stranger. Like that's a. There's a lot of different ways to interpret that, but they got the tonality and the archetypal expression of feeling depressed and alienated by society. They got that really down, and so that I feel like because they got the musical element and the emotional element to mesh really well, that like song appeals to me. At least that's what I think, right? That's me trying to explain why I like that song. I could be wrong. I could be full of shit. You know, who knows? I could be totally full of it. But at least that's just like how I attempt to understand it. I will purchase some tiles here because I want to make farm triangles where possible. So I will run this builder over here. But yeah, I feel like when you come out of when you have an idea, like a musical idea, right? And you come, it has to. You can't just rap about like mundane shit. You have to abstract and lift up if you really want to produce good music, in my opinion. You can't just sing about like, I went to the store and I got more money to or whatever, you know, like I just did like the gay bar song, but it has to be abstract or absurd or some sort of meta expression that a lot of people can, because like as you like, God, this is really difficult to it's so easy for me to understand what I'm talking about in my head, but it's really difficult for me to express it, right? Because if you think about it, I should probably just play the game, but look, we're in philosophy mode, all right? So fuck you, you're listening. I got you, you're my audience. If you think about okay, unlock computers, broadcast. So a lot of upgrade. Oh my god, some of these building upgrades are crazy. Seaport's really good, actually. But yeah, if you think about the more abstract you make a lyric or the idea behind a lyric, the more you give the listener room to interpret it and apply it to their own life. I think that's the core idea I'm trying to express here, which is, you know, it's tough to get that out sometimes. So we have an entertainment complex here. I think I want to do some upgraded buildings. Like I'm thinking perhaps I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab an arena here. More amenities is always good. Speaking of which, I could actually purchase now some of these naturalists. Oh, too many units of the same class. I'll purchase it over here then. Purchase a naturalist. They're not too expensive actually at this point in the game. Stock exchange upgrades. Stingy, that's a pretty damn good one. Power plant upgrade. I think I'm going to start doing a few of these projects because I don't mind somebody getting this particular great merchant, but I'm going to want some of the other ones. So I'm going to start doing like industrial zone logistics, great scientist, campus projects, that sort of thing. Bank upgrade, stock exchange upgrade. I am going to get the seaport upgrade because that shit's fucking crazy good. Shipyard, I think, is what we get started on here. I will purchase you a builder to keep you going. Stick down a farm here. That'll help this city keep growing. Here, look at that. Stuff's getting crazy over here. I might even replace these mines with farms to help the city just keep growing. I still really want to make mass farms work, but I don't think I can. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go up to maximum bonuses with those guys. A little bit of food in here. Plenty of food over here to feed this city now. I'm pretty happy with that. I've been doing a lot of like abstract. Well, you see, I'm trying to figure out how exactly I want to structure my content on the channel, right? And I talked about this a little bit in another episode. Is that I don't just want to play the game. I want to talk about interesting things too at the same time. Now, to the extent to which that I can do that in a meaningful manner, I don't know, but I want to make an attempt. You know, I feel like if I didn't even try it, like, I feel like I would be letting you guys down. That's what I feel. You know what I need actually first? I need to get this neighborhood here. I'll put it over there. And then I will grab this builder. And then you can run over to here and we'll figure out what you're going to do. Go auto explore for me, please, Mr. Scout. Thank you. Unit needs orders. Run away from him. Next turn. We've pretty much uncovered the majority of the map at this point. So some of these units are probably going to want to get deleted. Now I could plant a forest. I could build a farm, or I could build a seaside resort. And you know what? The seaside resort, that seems like fun to me. Because if you go into tourism map mode now, you know, this thing's generating some tourism. I've got a decent amount of... I could have done a Great Works game. But you know what? I didn't care too much for that. Science victory, I don't know. I feel like the Civilization 6 genre, or like the games, there's some really great ideas here, and the games are great, but there's like, I think the genre even just feels so immature. It just feels really like there's so much left to do in them that you could really dig down and improve the games with some changes. I'm not sure what those changes are, but I feel like that you could really, really get into them and figure out where the pressure points are and what the problems are, and how do we get away from those problems. I'm going to go for the logistics thing because that's just nice for moving builders around and stuff like that. So I will pick that up. I could pick up conscription, but I'm going to pick up the plot. I have so much gold that it doesn't matter. I'm going to keep this thing the way it is, although I could get rid of this, but that's pretty much all of my culture. I could possibly get a bit more culture from Grand Opera. We're going to try that out. So I'm at the 301 culture here. We'll see where that jumps up to. Hoping that jumps up to a significant amount, otherwise I feel like I might have screwed myself by doing that. Quite a long transition here from one government type to another. Yeah, I just hurt myself pretty badly. I'm gonna have to change that back next opportunity I have. Okay, so I have here in Cairo, I just finished a zoo. I don't think I care about the zoo upgrade or that sort of stuff. I do want the power plant upgrades and stuff. Grab a factory. I mean, do I even need that at this point in the game? Should I just go... I think I'll just go over campus research grants. Holmes, what do you want to do? Just finished an arena? Yeah, that'll be fine. I've got plenty of amenities now. We can screw around a little bit. Stock exchange upgrade isn't so great. Let me have a look at that computer's technology again. I only really glanced at it. So like the power plant upgrade is pretty damn good. The seaport upgrade is really good. So the power plant upgrade is really nice, but I don't think it's worth it to go all the way over there. I think I'll just grab some of these things. Although this city it doesn't have the production to really build those efficiently. So I tell you what I will do actually. Maybe I will get one of these things. You know what I'll do? I'll just keep upgrading this city. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab the upgraded stock exchange. Here in Athens, the bank upgrade, stock exchange upgrade. I will grab these because they're worth a little bit of gold and a little bit of science. Seaport upgrade is absolutely recommended in all cities that have it available to them. That's like so much food and production and gold. To the point where the next district I'm building here is a harbor, just because it's so damn good. I have here a spy. This spy shall be going over to spy on Rio de Janeiro, because I think that's where the most money is. Yep. Where are you going? With your fetlocks flowing in the wind. Where is my naturalist? Why don't you build a national park over here? And designate national park. Hey, delete. Can you still work the tiles? You can. We've got a national park that's going to give us some amenities for a lot of these cities. If I go in here and I... Oddly enough, it didn't give us an amenity here, but we'll figure that out. It's also odd that you can't assign amenities yourself, that they're auto-assigned by the game. You go improve some of these tiles over here. I'm going to try and talk about the game a little bit more. I've been kind of like talking about abstract things and like stuff that comes into my head a lot. So I'm going to try and talk a little bit more about the game as we get towards the end. I think that was an intro. I feel like I kind of still have to experiment though, right? Because I'm trying to figure out how to make all this work for you guys and make it interesting for you and you know, saying random shit like, you know, talking about music and talking about my thoughts on things are attempts to make the content more interesting, right? They might be heavy-handed and they might not work, but at least they're attempts. We've got some good growth over here. Making a sewer. Next turn. Bum 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 bum. The Song of Storms from The Legend of Zelda. I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but it has to be one of my absolute favorite songs of all time. There is just something really emotionally powerful about that song for me, and when I hear it, and it sounds so silly because it might just be because it's like tied up in my childhood and all that sort of stuff because I played a lot of Legend of Zelda when I was a kid, but there's just something about that song, man, that's like, damn, that was like, they nailed that shit, like hardcore. Yeah, I'll take 30 gold per turn for these like amenities. Do you want Mercury too? Want that? What would you give me? 38 gold? What about... Yeah, that looks good to me. You can have all that stuff. Thank you. Goodbye. Generous offer. A generous offer. I think that's really odd though. That like particular songs stand out to us. I wonder what that says about us. Who knows and who cares, to be honest, because we gotta finish up this game of Civilization 6. It's starting to drag on, man. It is starting to drag on. Okay, Aleppo. I don't want to have to do another session here, so I'm gonna see if I can get it cracked out in the next hour. Okay, so commercial hub investments, research lab, speed up our science. You, what are you doing? Archaeologist, get a power plant. Archaeologist, find me ruins. There's a ruins up here. Choose production. Athens. Research lab. Choose production. Damietta. Power plant. Choose production. Barca. Upgrade your stock exchange. Here, Aleppo. Trade with Barca for gold and production and stuff. I think it's time to start purchasing. I'm gonna start purchasing stuff in Barca to help it be more powerful. I'm gonna purchase the power plant upgrade. I'm going to purchase the zoo. All right, great. I'm going to put a mine over here. It's time to start using up all these resources I've built up for the express purpose of advancing my cause. I'm gonna go chop that forest out. Stick a mine down there. Oh, the extra movement on builders is actually so nice. Goodness gracious, great balls of construction. I'm gonna harvest this. I could put a thing on it, although you're not on a river, so it's not worth it. I will harvest that, and that should have sped up whatever it was. You'll be the sewer, which will allow me to get onto this shipyard here. Then you were gonna harvest this, right? Because this city has a low food surplus. Yes. Harvest this and stick down another farm. You were fortified until healed next turn. Okay, tell you what, I'm gonna call this an end to this episode, but I'm gonna try and pick up the pace here and get this game finished out. I feel like I don't want to say it's dragged on, but I feel like I want to keep it under 20 episodes. I think 20 episodes is like a good length for a series. I think even 20 seems really long. I actually like 15. 15, like 12 to 15 episodes feels like really good. You can watch a whole game over 2 weeks, you know. But I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. Please remember you can subscribe to get notified when new videos come out. If you want to directly support the channel, please leave a like on the video. And if you want to give me your feedback, go ahead and leave a comment. Other than that, I want to thank you very much for watching. I love you all very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.